Hello, my name is Paul Laverty and I am the writer of Jimmy's Hall, which we shot last year in Sligo in Ireland. And I know today you're having your conference Youth Work Ireland in Dublin, and I'm very, very sorry not to be able to join you. I'm sure I've learned a great deal and it would have been fascinating to be with you, but I'm sorry, I just can't make it. But Paul Gralton, my friend, who helped us so much in the making of Jimmy's Hall, asked me to drop you a short video message. So I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day. And I think the work you're doing is absolutely really important. And it was fascinating to think and to learn what when we did the research for Jimmy's Hall. What really struck me about the actual hall and the space was something very profound and timeless, I think. You know, a place to meet in safety, you know, where you can be with your friends and can touch many aspects of our life. There's a place to learn, it's a place to read, it's a place to meet, it's a place to debate. People have to show discipline to turn up on time. They have to show solidarity with their friends. It's a place where minds can be opened. It's a place where the world can come in. And that was the beautiful thing about Jimmy Gralton. He brought back that gramophone record from New York to this tiny little country church hall in Ireland at a time when ideas were being closed off. The Catholic Church and the local politicians had very closed minds. And it was a place where people could breathe and think and essentially be themselves and try and figure out what talents they had and how they could fulfill it. So you had boxing classes, they had books brought from abroad, they had newspapers, and Jimmy had the gramophone record that he brought back, and who knows if he had the blues and jazz or whatever. Paul Gralton told me they definitely had wonderful songs from Paul Robson, and you should look up if you don't know. And so it was a place where there was energy. It was a place where you could be free to think and explore. So and it did make me reflect too that Jimmy built his hall and it was used in the 30s, a time of economic crisis, where there was virtually nothing for young people. And it strikes me that in many ways the situation is still the same for so many people. I'm sure it is in Ireland. I've spent a lot of time in Spain where there's 60% unemployment, especially in the south. And there are great problems here in Scotland in some areas where there's mass unemployment. So to have places where people can meet is absolutely amazing. And I read from Paul, the information Paul told me, there are some 470 clubs in Ireland and over 7,000 volunteers. So I think these are precious spaces. I've just come back from the Midlands last week, a big town of 70,000 people, and I met all the young people from there through different homeless organisations, and what they said again and again was there was no place to meet. So when I hear that you have 470 clubs and over 7,000 volunteers, that is really something precious and to be taken care of and to be financed and to be well looked after and to be nourished, because you know, having these safe places where people can come together and have some structure in their lives, I think is absolutely marvellous. So anyway, it was great fun making Jimmy's Hall. It was a great occasion. We met marvellous people who had great determination to tell that story, and it's lovely to hear now that there's such a vibrant organisation in Ireland, and I wish you very well for the future and of course for your conference today. So good luck.